Hi there, my name is Brian Calvert and I'm the editor of High Country News, a magazine that has been covering the American West for nearly 50 years.
And I'm Forrest Pound, a documentary filmmaker here in San Francisco. I grew up in a small town in California though, and I've been a longtime reader of High Country News.
Since the presidential election, I've noticed a lot of confusion and oversimplification about the lives of people who live in rural America. That's no surprise, really. America is a big place, and it can be very hard to understand. In the rural West, we have a lot of complex issues: economics, religion, race, oil and gas, even wolves and grizzly bears. We have huge wide open spaces where competing interests play out every day, and not always peacefully.
After the election last November, it was an unsettling time to be in San Francisco, long considered one of the most liberal cities on the West Coast. Between electoral college counts, infamous fake news, and email hacks, there were lots and lots of excuses for how so much of the country could vote for Trump as their president. But it seemed to me that people were focused on the wrong things.
At High Country News, we've been covering the rural West across 12 states and 1 million square miles for a really long time. And we've done it from our newsroom here in rural Colorado. In such divisive times, and with all this coverage under our belts, we started to wonder if there wasn't a way for us to bring our stories to a wider audience.
Earlier this year, I started speaking with Brian about ways to bring more of their reporting to San Franciscans and others on the West Coast. Naturally, I thought the way to do it was through film.
And I agreed. We've got a lot of great stories coming up in the magazine, and our writers are out there right now reporting them. These are stories that I think would help people understand the American West a whole lot better. And they range from tribal sovereignty to energy, economics, agriculture, water, you name it. All very interesting stories that I think are important to the national conversation.
More and more, audiences everywhere are online looking at video. In fact, you're proving my point right now by viewing this. Our High Country News video series will connect a brand new audience with the issues of the American West and will delight current magazine readers with a fresh perspective on the reporting they care about. I've worked in documentary film for over a decade and have produced 2 feature-length and a dozen short documentaries. I've made films about water and energy use, wildlife and agriculture, and have dangled off the side of a cliff over Lake Powell to get the shot.
You can really only understand the American West from reporting on the ground. And with Forrest's experience and the in-depth knowledge of our reporters, we think we can help explain what life is really like out here.
Eventually, we want to produce 5 to 10 short films a year. But right now, we're fundraising for the first 3. We're asking for your help, and in return, we've got some great perks.
We've got all kinds of things to give to our supporters, from fantastic High Country News merchandise to rare cover prints and even a guided trip with me or Forrest. No dangling off cliffs required. So if you, like us, would like to see the communities of the West better explained to the rest of the country, consider becoming a supporter. With your help, we can make a film series that will inform the public about these very complicated issues from a region we all love.